Morning.
Morning. Should we get Abby in the frame?
I don't know.
She's sleeping in a corner.
Morning, Allison.
Hi. Happy
Hey,
Friday. Good morning, Fiona. Come a little closer. Hi, Mom.
Hi, going Mo.
Good morning. Morning, TJ. Hi. Hi, Ariel. Morning, Savannah.
Hey, Savannah.
Let's get Abby. Abby, come here.
Abby, come here. Come on. Don't be lazy.
She's just napping in the corner next to our couch. I don't want to be on the camera. Want to come here? She's like, no.
Option C.
Any requests this morning? I'm literally blind right now.
It's 7 p.m. in Indonesia.
Oh,
so good evening.
Love how this works.
Right?
Come closer, cause morning and evening. Happy Friday. Happy day. Let us know if you have any requests for today's practice. And thank you again for joining us. Next stretches. Hi, Carol.
Okay. I'm too hot, Mama.
I don't want anyone to touch me. Upper back stretch. Yep, we could do some upper back stretches as well. Wonderful. Loving seeing all the requests as well.
Finally, it's not just Karen asking for things. I'm kidding.
Veronica's asking for hips. Yeah. Morning, hamstrings and calves. Yes. Whole body.
Yeah.
Whole body. So
We did like a leg class, and Queenie and I are
notice I'm dragging myself with my arms.
feeling a little old after getting crushed in this leg class.
Yeah, my legs are down.
My glutes.
You don't want to see us try to sit down and get up.
Hip request again.
Second hip request. Yeah.
Sure. Let's do it.
Okay. Co-teaching me.
Yeah. Come to a comfortable seat. If you can find a comfortable seat, close your eyes. Start to follow your breath. See if on the exhales you can allow the foundation to settle deeply into the mat. So there's a little bit less feeling of pressing the floor away, more just softening into the floor.
When you breathe, start to bring more awareness to where your breath goes. Notice if you tend to just breathe into the top of your chest, slightly more shallow breaths. Or notice if you generally tend to breathe maybe into the ribs or only into the belly. Or perhaps you're conditioned to take that full yogic breath, breathing into the belly, ribs, and chest as soon as you sit on your mat. The breath is a very kind of funny, unique thing. It's the one thing that we do the moment we're alive all the way to the end. It is the one most important thing that keeps us alive, keeps everything running in our body. But aside from on our yoga practice, we often don't ever really think about the breath. For many of us have never thought about our breath until our yoga practice. So just seeing if you can make your breath a little more holistic, a little fuller for the next few moments. And perhaps maybe even throughout the day, being a little more aware of your breath today. Notice, what is your natural breath?
Start to assign a simple ratio to the inhale and exhale. Counting for 3 in, counting for 6 on the exhale. So we spend a little bit more time with that exhale. Don't rush the inhale, still calm and slow. Just being extra deliberate with the exhale. This ratio here really stimulating to the vagus nerve, helping to drop us into our parasympathetic nervous system. Take one more cycle of breath like this. 3 in, 6 out. Come back to a free breath, just comfortable and easy. Notice if in coming back to that free breath, the ratio is a little different between the inhale and the exhale. No longer rushing the exhale, no longer rushing the inhale. Connect the palms in prayer at heart center, thumbs rest into the sternum. Take a moment to set an intention for your practice, for your day. Let's begin to the sound of a single Om. Inhale. Nice. We'll blink the eyes open. Release the hands. Take the legs out in front of you. Soles of the feet to the floor. Flex the right ankle. Take the right ankle to the left thigh. This is really bothering the knee. Feel kind of like restricted. Take that left foot a bit further forward. You can also walk the hands a little further back so it's less intense. If you have some intensity that you'd like to explore here, you might walk the hands a bit closer to your bum, accessing the right hip here.
Do your best to pull your shoulders back and then lift your chest up. See how that changes your pose. So you're changing your spine in this pose from a rounded kind of place here to arching your back, and that should really change the sensation in your right hip. And if not, it just might mean your right hip is pretty open, then you can maybe try to walk the foot in a little more and then lift your chest forward a little more. For some of us, we might be able to hug that right shin right up against the chest first thing in the morning or evening, depending on where you are.
Depends on the person.
Yeah, so we do find when you arch your back, when you lift your chest, squeeze your shoulder blades together, and then find that, especially that arch in your low back, you're going to really get into the outer hip.
Take one more inhale here, and as you exhale, carefully release. You might involve walk the foot forward, walk the hands back, take the right foot down to the floor, windshield wiper the knees to the left and to the right. Yeah, ow, ow, ow.
My glutes.
We are definitely noticing our glutes as we do this. Maybe you notice yours. Come back through center, flex the left ankle, take the left ankle to the right thigh. Same idea. You might notice left side, right side though feels a little different. So adjust accordingly where the foot should be, where the hand should be. Try to keep the ankle flexed. Remember, it's a hip opener.
Not a knee opener.
That's right. That's right.
And those of you who might have missed it right before we started the class, we did some leg pretty crazy. It's not really even crazy. We're just weak.
I mean, it was pretty crazy.
We did some leg stuff, so our legs are in a lot of pain.
We are really
this is
noticing
day 2 from day 2 of soreness, which is one of the worst, I think.
We had no idea how much we were skipping leg day. We thought
we were fine when we were doing it. It felt okay.
Last big inhale here. We're talkative today. And on the exhale, carefully release. Bring that foot back down to the floor. Windshield wiper the knees to the right and to the left. Yeah. Getting into the hips. Nice. You can release the legs forward. Give them a shake. Inhale, reach the arms up. And on the exhale, hinge forward. Don't worry if it's really tight here. We're actually letting that be a bit tighter to notice where we're holding some tension here in the back of the legs, the muscles running up and down the spine. Don't crank on the feet.
And actually invite you to take another breath here. Maybe just a nice full breath in through the nose. Sigh it out if you like. Your hands don't have to be on your feet. Your hands can be by your side. And I invite you to try to do a few rounds of cat and cow in your forward fold. But first, squeeze your legs, flex your toes towards your face. You might get more into the calves. When you inhale, chest forward. Maybe you have to sit up more. And then when you exhale, tuck your chin around your spine. Maybe you can hold your feet and bring your forehead closer to the legs. And then again, breathing in, you can sit up more, arch your spine. Breathing out, round your back. So then when you inhale, lift your chest. You might not have to sit all the way back. You can still do it kind of in a forward fold. Exhale, round. Again, breathing in. When we arch the back, we get more into the hamstring. And when we round the spine here, we can breathe into or breathe out of your lungs, but then stretching your upper back. So with your breath, few more rounds, cat and cow here in this forward fold. You can change the breath up. You can exhale when you lift the chest, so drawing the belly in more. And then inhale, breathe into your upper back, getting that to stretch. Last 2 breaths.
And come all the way up, reach the arms forward. Roll the spine down 1 vertebra at a time until you're all the way down on your back. Completely releasing here. Take an inhale. As you exhale, draw the right knee in towards the chest, interlace the fingers over the shin, pull the thigh closer towards the torso. You might let that knee move more towards the right armpit. Release the right hand over towards the side, palm face up. Use the left hand, guide the right knee across the body, finding a spinal twist. Doesn't matter how far you're going into the shape. The knee doesn't have to touch the floor. Think about the right shoulder and shoulder blades staying on the mat. And find some length here from the right knee all the way to right fingertips. 1 more breath in your spinal twist on this side. Exhale to come back through center. Right foot steps top of the mat, straighten the leg. Big inhale. As you exhale, left knee in towards the chest, interlace the fingers over the shin, pull the thigh close. Even this, I'm feeling my legs. Release the left hand out to the side. Use the right hand. Guide the right knee across the left knee. Across the body. Turn the gaze towards the left hand. Keep the left shoulder and shoulder blade heavy. So if you're bringing the knee all the way down, but the shoulder is lifted quite a bit, we're not achieving that nice foundation. Bring your foundation, and that's going to involve your left shoulder blade, back down towards the floor. Find length from the left knee all the way to left fingertips. 1 more big inhale here. Exhale, come through center, straighten the left leg, lie flat for a moment. Just feel left side, right side, notice the balance. Take an inhale. As you exhale, hug both knees into your chest. Give yourself a big hug. Rock to the left, to the right.
While you hug the legs in here, you have, let's take a deep breath in. Exhale, lift the head up. Wrap your arms around the legs, bring your face towards the knees. You can rock side to side here or just stay still, but round your back. So as you wrap the arms around the leg, pull your chest in, push your upper spine downwards, but lift your head up towards the legs. Take another inhale, breathe into your spine. Exhale, lower your head. Let the legs slowly straighten. It may not straighten all the way, that is fine. So you can keep your knees bent. Good. Flex your toes, flex your heels. Try to really pull your toes towards your face, getting into more of the calves. So the calves are tight, you will feel it even as you just try to flex the toes, flex the heels. Good. Bring your palms to the back of the thighs. Take an inhale. Exhale, lift the chin towards your chest. Continue to round your spine. Hands can go a little higher. You can even lift your sacrum a little bit. This is kind of like hugging your legs in, but this is now like our forward fold, but with our spine rounded. Focusing on rounding the spine a little more, breathing into your back. Try to separate your shoulder blades. Take another inhale. Exhale, lower your head slowly. Lower your legs slowly.
Nice. Lower the legs all the way down to the mat with some control there. Take an inhale. As you exhale, hug the knees back into the chest and start to rock the length of your spine. From the sit bones to the nape of the neck. Using a bit of momentum, rock forward, plant the feet, stand up. You might use your hands, you might take your time. Once you're standing up, sweep the arms back behind you, interlace the fingers behind the back, squeeze shoulder blades together and puff up the heart. Feel the chest lift up towards the ceiling. Big inhale across the heart. As you exhale, hip hinge and fold all the way over the legs. Keep the arms. Dangle here for a moment. Drive that fist up and forward. Use an exhale, release the hands down to the floor. Halfway lift, lengthen the spine. On the exhale, fingertips find the floor, slip the left foot to the back of the mat. Lower the left knee down. Inhale, hands to the hips. Exhale, press the hips forward. With the hands on the hips, we can check in with the tilt of the pelvis here. Notice if you tend to tilt the pelvis forward quite a bit, feel a slight tuck to the tailbone here. So the hip points at the front of the pelvis, it's like trying to lift them up towards your ribs.
So we talk about this very often, just trying to draw the belly in and then let your hips come forward so you get more into the hip flexor.
Nice. Take an inhale to reach the arms up, but keep that same orientation of the pelvis. Keep drawing the belly and the ribs in. Catch the left wrist of the right hand, pull the arm up, squeeze right side body, and lengthen the left. Bringing some length there into the side body. Inhale, come all the way up. Exhale, release the left hand down to the floor. Tuck the back toes, pick up the knee. Inhale, reach the right arm up and open. Twist towards the right thigh. Power up the legs. Press into the feet. Come to the left fingertips. Press into your feet. Start to float up into a twisted high runner's lunge. Use an inhale, sweep through center. Arms reach up, grow tall. Again, catch the left wrist, pull the arm up, squeeze right side body, lengthen the left. Yeah, inhale, come back up through center. Exhale, release the hands down to the floor. Step back. From plank, lower carefully all the way down to your belly. Press into the tops of the feet. Inhale, peel up chest and chin, baby cobra. Maybe you're coming up a bit higher, lengthening front side body. Exhale, lower all the way down. Press yourself up to tabletop. Pausing in your tabletop, take 3 cycles, cat and cow. Just notice in your cat and cow here, when we get rid of that hamstring extension, you get a little bit more space to move in the spine. So if you're feeling stuck when we did the forward fold variation, that was by design. You've done your 3 cycles. Come back to neutral, and we'll find our first downward facing dog. Tucking toes, sit bones lift up and back, press the heels towards the floor. It's okay if it doesn't touch. We'll do one more cycle here. Inhale, look forward. Exhale, bend the knees, step or jump to the top of the mat. Halfway lift when you get there. And exhale to fold. Root down into the feet. Inhale, come all the way up, grow tall. Exhale, drop palms to prayer, Samasthiti. Tadasana. Arms reach back behind you. Interlace the fingers behind the back. Squeeze shoulder blades together. Puff up the heart. Inhale. Exhale, hinge and fold all the way over the legs. Keep the arms for a moment. Feel that space. You can exhale to release the arms. Halfway lift. Inhale. Exhale, fingertips find the floor. Step the right foot to the back of the mat. Lower the knee down. Untuck the toes. Inhale, hands to the hips. And exhale, allow the hips to shift forward to touch. With the hands on the hips, really noticing the tilt of the pelvis here. So try to find a slight tuck if you have a tendency to tilt the pelvis forward every time in this lunge. So we notice the hip flexor lengthen, the ribs and the belly draws in. Inhale, reach the arms up. Catch the right wrist, the left hand, pull the arm up, and squeeze left side body, lengthen the right. Back up on the inhale. Exhale, release the right hand down to the floor. Tuck the back toes, pick up the knee. Inhale, reach the left arm up, twist towards the left thigh. Press into your feet, come to your right fingertips. Press into your feet, come all the way up into a twisted high runner's lunge. Inhale, sweep through center, arms reach back up. Catch the right wrist again, reach the arm up. Squeeze left side body, tug some length into the right lateral line. Inhale to sweep back up. Exhale, release the hands down. Step back, lower to your belly, all the way from plank to the floor. Press into the tops of the feet. Inhale, peel up chest and chin, baby cobra or full cobra. Exhale to release to the mat. Press yourself up to tabletop. Take 3 cycles, cat and cow. Rounding the spine and arching the spine. Noticing if you're crunching into the neck, keep the shoulders drawn back. The neck stays nice and long as you do your cat and cow. This time when you finish, just put the knees together, untuck the toes, sit back into a kneeling shape. Reach the arms back behind you, interlace the fingers behind the back, squeeze the shoulder blades together, bring the big fist over towards the right hip, hug the right elbow in. Lower the right ear towards the right shoulder. Lengthen the left side of the neck. Chin can turn down or up, depending on what you're trying to get into here. One more inhale on this side. Carefully release, come back through center, transition that big fist over to the other hip, left hip.
And actually lift your hips up, let's tuck the toes.
Yeah.
Walk the knees back a little bit, and then tilt your head to the left.
Chin can turn down or up, depending on where you're trying to access the tension you're experiencing in your cervical spine, in your neck. One more breath. Carefully release. Come back up through center. Options here, you can stay with the toes tucked. You can also start to lift the knees up off the floor and find a toe stand. And for those that would like to play, maybe you shift the weight over towards just one foot, take the other foot forward and balance, or you can flex the ankle and take the ankle onto the thigh into your figure 4 that we started the class with in your toe stand, and you play.
Or just hang out here. Or hang out here.
And if you've done one side, make sure you do the other side. Or you just watch me. Go, no, light day was too intense.
I'm not doing any legs.
Balancing, play with it. You've had a little time to play. Bring the knees down, plant the palms, straighten one leg at a time. Let me see the hip stretch.
Sure.
Cross the ankles so you can sit to your bum. Extend the legs forward. Give it a little shake. Nice. Connect the soles of the feet out in front of you and make a longer diamond shape. A longer diamond shape. So it's not pulling it all the way in for butterfly, but a longer diamond. Sit up. And if it's already kind of tough to sit forward, then hands behind you, draw the shoulders back, press the thighs down, stay here. Now, bypassing the hamstrings to access the muscles running up and down the spine and also the hips, you can start to reach the arms forward and fold forward over the legs. So get a little bit more into the muscles running up and down the spine. The hands can just rest to the floor, or if they're holding the foot, It's really just a guide, less of a handle. Forehead makes its way down towards the feet or the floor, just hovers in space.
You can add a little bit of a neck stretch here, interlacing the hands. Place the hands to the base of your head, your skull, and not pushing down with the hands first, but let your head push up into the hands. Your hands only resist as much as your head pushes up. And then you can let your chin tuck towards the chest, getting kind of the back of your neck long, but it's active. That means we're pushing our head and our into the hands a little bit more. So even though we tend to drop the head a lot, working on our computers, looking at our phones, but keeping this stretch more active, and we push the head back into the hands while we're getting that stretch, we will keep those muscles long and strong. So just watch how much you resist. You don't have to use 100% of your strength.
Something that can also feel nice in this shape, if you're noticing kind of left side of the spine or right side of the spine has been telling you a story this morning, you might walk the hands a bit to the left or to the right in this butterfly shape. And see if you can access side body, the left side, right side of the spine. You're kind of playing with asymmetry in some of these shapes that tend to be a bit more symmetrical and give you access to a slightly different experience.
If you're still stretching the neck, you can start to release from there.
Slowly walk your hands back, come back up into a seated position, close your legs up like a book. Really nice. Straighten your legs, lie all the way down on your back. And take your time rolling down, one vertebra at a time. You may notice a little shift in the spine. Settle into the mat. Last thing, bend your knees. Soles of the feet to the floor. Feet are parallel hip width. I'm doing it because I know it'll be good for us, but I know, Queenie, this is gonna be hard. Palms down to the floor next to the hips. Inhale, lift the hips up away from the floor. Find your bridge. And your bridge doesn't have to be very high. You might just lift a few inches and notice the engagement here of glutes, backside body. If you're going up a bit higher, maybe choosing to revisit interlacing the hands behind the back like we did earlier, and use that fist, push it down to the floor to lift the chest up. Yeah, it's okay. Couple breaths here, in through the nose, out through the nose. And when it's time to release the hands first, lay the spine down slow, windshield wiper the knees to the right and the left. Come back through center, straighten your legs, have the palms face up next to the hips. Find your Shavasana, corpse pose. If you're feeling like there's something you've prepped the body for, you'd like to add that in, this is your time on the mat. Keep the practice going if you're feeling called to it. Come back to lengthening each inhale, each exhale. Move your fingers, move your toes. Inhale to stretch the arms back behind you, legs out in front of you, straighten the legs. Exhale and soften. Go one more time, inhale to stretch. And exhale to soften. You can bend your knees, bring the left palm to the belly, roll to right side and carefully sit up. If you'd rather hug the knees in and rock up, that's an option as well. Once you've come up into a comfortable seated position, you can sit cross-legged or kneeling. Close the eyes. Revisiting that simple ratio, counting 3 in on the inhale, 6 out on the exhale. Just recognizing what might have shifted and changed for you, body, breath, state of mind, even over the course of this quick practice. Take one more cycle with this ratio. Come back to free breathing. Comfortably in through the nose and out through the nose. Connect your palms in prayer at heart center, thumbs rest into the sternum. Ending to the sound of a single Om. Inhale. Bow your heads. Thanks for being here to share this energy. Please take some with you off your mat. Share with everyone that you love. Namaste.
Namaste.
Thanks, everyone. Appreciate you being here.
Thank you.
I was feeling better by the end.
So I hope you had a great week and enjoy your weekend. It's so blurry. How did that happen?
It started to slide.
Ooh,
There we go.
tighten it enough. Yeah. Thank you so much again. This will be up for the weekend all the way to next week. Try to keep 3 up on the IGTV. As always, if you have any questions, please don't hesitate. Reach out. Thank you. Thank you so much for all your comments and suggestions. Yeah, Abby is still try to keep her in frame a little bit because I know sometimes some of you are here to see her.
Yeah.
But she's just like, nope,
Thanks,
yawn.
Thanks, Cindy.
Thank you so much. Thanks, Helen. Helena. Yeah, so
Enjoy your weekends. Enjoy your weekends. Keep doing what you're doing. You're all awesome.
We're going to, as usual, we've been teaching Sunday morning. It's not really morning, 11 a.m. class. It's level 2 plus by donation. So if you're interested, you can send us a message. And then also starting next week, we are teaching on Zoom for Afterglow as well. So Tuesday, not quite evening, but 4:30, so you can get out of work earlier. Jonathan's teaching Core Flow. And then Friday, so it'll be in the morning though. So at 10 a.m. starting next Friday, 10 a.m. for an hour, I'm going to teach a Power Flow as well. So it goes to support the studio, helping them to stay open, as well as we get paid a little. So if you need more practice time, and these are a little bit more odd times, so if you free during the week, 4:30 Tuesdays, 10 a.m. Fridays, or Sunday at 11 a.m. Yeah.
And yes, it is level 2 plus. Did someone ask? Did we miss that?
Or Helen's just emphasizing it is level 2 plus.
Yes, we get quite sweaty.
Yeah, I mean,
I get quite sweaty. Yeah. All right, everyone. Enjoy the rest of your day. Get out there and enjoy the sunshine. If you're in Toronto.
Oh, I had the weirdest dream.
Okay, we're going there. Yep.
Speaking of teaching, I was actually dreaming that I went back to the studio. I was teaching for Afterglow. And you know how when you're in a dream and you're really tired in your dream and you're like falling asleep in your dream? I fell asleep teaching. Everyone started lying on their back and I passed out in my dream. I woke up in my dream. I'm like, the class ended and people left and I don't remember teaching anything. And I freaked out and I'm like, oh my God, Julie and Liz are going to kill me. Like, what happened in the class? Did we just lie there for an hour?
The mere thought of teaching for Afterglow makes you stressed?
Clearly showed up in my dream.
Julia's asking how to sign up for the Afterglow class. If you were to search for Afterglow,
we will post about it.
It'll be one of the only studios that comes up, Afterglow Studios, in Toronto.
It's like an orange circle.
You can find all the information for their classes via their Instagram, but we will post about it so that you can find the information.
We are just trying not to post too much right now that doesn't have anything to do with Black Lives Matter. But oh no, why am I typing our own? So I'm gonna type Afterglow Studio.
Yeah.
Close up my face. So you can go there and they will have all the info how to sign up.
Perfect.
Yeah. So thanks for asking, Julia. Yeah. Sunday is not through Afterglow though. Sunday's just us.
Yeah.
So, but they still have lots of great classes as well. So.
Exactly.
Yeah. I think they're trying to do slightly more odd times as well, so that like, you know, people can still go and enjoy a dinner on their, you know, backyard or patio or wherever they have on Tuesday nights, and then Friday is still like, because there are a lot of classes early in the morning already. It's nice to have something a little later if you are free or can schedule yourself in on a meeting at work. I know some people can do that. So, yeah. That's it.
Let's head out.
That was my dream. Like, I dreamt I fell asleep while I was teaching. And I was freaking out so much. It was so funny. But I was legitimately stressed in my dream. I didn't know how to leave the studio room either because I was so embarrassed.
Oh, man. No stress. No stress. Enjoy your day, everyone. See you soon.
Bye.